Hello. Welcome to my channel. And today is the first day of my 30-day Get Fit weight loss challenge. It's gonna be me and my son, True.
Yes.
And we're about to go ahead and get started and work it out. So during this 30-day Get Fit weight loss challenge, we're going to be using the treadmill. We're going to be using the track some days, and then we're also going to incorporate a strength training along with the treadmill training, just so that the treadmill doesn't get boring, because running in place, walking in place, and just being in that one place gets extremely boring. So we will be starting with weigh-ins. My son has already weighed himself in. I'm about to weigh myself in. And then we're also going to measure, the body measurements, my shoulders, the breast area, this belly area that I need to get back into order because it ain't right. And also the thighs and the buttocks area, just so that we can see how we progress through this 30-day challenge. Now, I won't be working out every day. I'm thinking maybe between 3 to 5 days a week, right? So without further ado, let me go ahead and get this weigh-in going on. No, I'm not gonna share my weight. No, I'm not. But you know what? Yes, I am. Because I know that my weight for me is my weight for me. So without further ado, let me go ahead and do that. All right. Now, I normally weigh myself or get on like 3 times just to see if the weight changes. And, 2 out of 3 weights that are the same, I'm gonna go with the one that is most consistent, okay? So now that we've done that weigh-in, and yes, before I took my little hiatus, I was down to like 181, and that is an ideal weight for me. But since I've been on my hiatus, I have been doing all the things that I shouldn't be doing. This is why these arms look like this right now, and this belly got this extra thing that don't belong. So which one of these things don't belong? These arms don't belong, this belly don't belong, and whatever's going on with these thighs do not belong. But I can sculpt this body, lose the weight, and do whatever it is that I need to do. So I'm about to go run over here at this treadmill. I have about 5 minutes of treadmill activity, and then me and my son are gonna alternate, because the 5 minutes right now is for the warm-up, but me and my son will alternate and begin to incorporate the strength training along with a little bit of treadmill exercise, okay? So without further ado, I'm about to go start. Oh, let me put my shoes on. I'm tired, I have to use the bathroom. However, alright, we're back. Okay, so now that I've done my warm up on the treadmill for about 5 minutes, I'm gonna go ahead and do 15 push-ups. Now, because it's been a minute, we can start off doing the push-ups on the hands and knees, or if you feel good about coming straight out, you can do so. I'm gonna do a couple on my knees, and well, I'm gonna do a couple straight out, then I'll go to my knees because I know I'm not gonna make it. Alright? Walk for a minute, and then I'm gonna jog for 30 seconds. I'm gonna walk for a minute, and I'm gonna go back and jog for 30 seconds. And I'm gonna walk for another minute, and I'm gonna jog for 30 seconds, okay? next thing that we have, after I've done the treadmill thing, is going to be a plank for 1 minute.
Start in the downward dog. Then inhale and draw your torso forward until the arms are perpendicular to the floor and the shoulders directly over the wrists. Torso parallel to the floor. Press your outer arms inward and firm the bases of your index fingers into the floor. Lower your knees to the ground. Lift the base of the skull away from the back of the neck and look straight down at the floor, keeping the throat and eyes soft. Hold for 5 breaths.
Holding my tummy in tight, because as with every exercise, you always want to engage that stomach. Even when you're walking around all day long at home, keep that stomach tight, because you're burning calories that way too. Alright? I'm going to do side planks on each side for 30 seconds. Whew. How about I'm going to do some bicycle crunches. I'm going to do 20 bicycle crunches and then I'm going to move into the plank position.
For the bicycle crunches, you're going to have your head slightly elevated with your hands behind your neck for support. As you alternate sides, your off leg will kick out as straight as possible, keeping your foot off the ground yet as close to the floor as possible.
And then now I'm going to do a side plank, holding the pose on each side for 30 seconds.
Lie on your side and position your elbow beneath your shoulder. Your legs should be straight stacked on top of one another. Engage your abdominal muscles and glutes and lift your bottom hip off the floor until your heel, hip, and shoulder are in a straight line. Continue to brace your core and hold.
Standing dumbbell shoulder presses. Key points. Keep your head and back straight and knees slightly bent. Relax your chest to keep the focus on your shoulder muscles. Keep your elbows slightly bent at the top of the movement to avoid locking your joints. At the bottom of the press, your arms should be bent at nearly 90 degrees.
The next exercise, I think the final exercise we're going to do is some dips, tricep dips.
Tricep bench dips. Instructions. Starting position. Put your hands on the edge of the bench, keeping your arms semi-flexed with the elbows as close as possible to the body. The legs slightly bent, resting on the heels. Muscle contraction. Lower yourself with a slow and controlled movement until elbows form an angle that is approximately 90. End of the exercise. By forcing on triceps, slowly return to starting position. Muscles involved. Breathing. Common mistakes. Completely extending arms during ascent. Widening elbows during descent.
Holding my stomach in, doing my squats, my feet should be shoulder width apart, and I'm going down. That's one, my tummy's tight. That's 2. I'm gonna do 20 squats. 3.
Let's learn how to properly perform a squat. Start with your feet slightly wider than shoulder width apart. Cross your arms in front So touch your right hand to your left shoulder and vice versa, pointing your elbows straight ahead. Now from here, shift your weight to the ball of your feet and bend your knees. Get as close to 90 degrees as you can, looking straight ahead. And from here, push back up to the starting position. This is going to be great for strengthening your thighs or your quadriceps, as well as your butt or your glutes. And it's also going to be great to work on your posture. That's how to properly perform a squat.
To measure myself, I'm going to do my neck, I'm going to measure my shoulders, I'm going to measure my chest, my waist, my hip, buttocks area, and each one of my thighs, right?